Right, so got Chris here. I'm Gavin, episode 226. So we do have Tony is coming back on, supposedly. I always say that because there's been plans in the past for him to join us and it's always fallen through. So
The
he's up to now.
mystical Tony.
He's going to be a little bit late, but he's coming on. Um, and Bertie's going to be coming on as well. And I have to explain something quickly to you, Chris, and also the listeners as well. So right. So when Bertie was in hospital last year, he went into hospital because he had pneumonia and a couple of other issues, and he was in for a while. And as a lot of our listeners know, he has special needs, and it was a big deal to him. Like he was really upset, and he was just struggling. And Tony, being the lovely guy that he is, felt really bad, so actually called the hospital to see how he was doing. And the nurse was, I don't know why, but the nurse couldn't put Bertie on the phone, but like just basically told Tony, yeah, he's doing okay. Like, gave him a bit of an update. And then obviously went and told um, Bertie that, his friend Tony had called. So Bertie was obviously like elated that Tony had done that. And there was some sort of confusion about rhubarb. Like, I don't know if, I'm sure our listeners will know, but like Bertie loves to eat raw rhubarb. Like he just eats it like it's sweets. Like he'll just like eat the stalk of rhubarb or whatever you would call it, and he'll just sit there chewing on it. He loves it. And Tony had mentioned on the phone to the nurse something about tell him to make sure he eats rhubarb, is rhubarb or something like telling, just like because he knows he loves rhubarb.
Throwaway comment.
But somebody had been in the hospital, like a family member or something, and like left Bertie some rhubarb. So he thinks Tony sent him rhubarb because Tony made the comment, and the nurse had said, Tony said, make sure you eat your rhubarb. So Bertie's put two and two together and gone, oh, he sent some in for me. So now Bertie keeps sending Tony messages saying, can you send me some more rhubarb? Tony hasn't got the heart to tell him it wasn't him. So he's like, as soon as there's some in the store, I'll send you some. So Tony's literally looking. He goes, Gavin, there's no rhubarb in any of the shops. I've looked. He goes, I've asked him. And he's like going in, he's looking for rhubarb. He can't find it anywhere. So now Bertie's pushing his luck and asking for all different kinds of berries. He wants cranberries and partridgeberries. Never even heard of them. And Tony's waiting to join us now, so I'm going to bring him in. But I know Bertie's got a list for Tony to read out to him about what berries he wants and stuff. So don't say anything. I'm just going to leave it to see how it plays out.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna bring Tony in now, and I've also got to send Bertie the link. I haven't sent it to him yet. So Tony's just joining us now.
Oh, can see his name. There
There
he
he
is.
is. Can he hear
Hello.
us? All right, mate.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
loud and clear.
Look, me snowblower's out of whack. Look.
Doesn't work now. His mic doesn't work. His old mic.
Oh,
Oh no.
Why is
How's it
that?
going, Tony?
hi, Chris. I don't know, mate. I haven't used it for so long. So, the lead that connects to the computer, it's gone for a bit. I'm like, so
It's gone for a bit.
I've just driven to Dollarama in torrential snow, and they never had the lead I needed. So I'm not very happy at the moment, Gav.
No, I wouldn't be either. That's out of line.
I slid all the way.
There's a snowstorm going on at the moment, Chris. As you know, Tony lives relatively close to where I am. It's like how long is it? Like an hour drive or something.
Yeah, something
So
like that. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like there's an ice storm going on. So anything could go wrong, really. Like we could experience like one of us have internet going or whatever. Who knows? But yeah,
The power
Fingers
going
crossed.
out is another one.
yeah, yeah. This is the thing, right? And this is not my grinds my gears for this episode, but like Canada puts all their power lines above ground, and you'd think with all the storms they get, why wouldn't they do what the UK do and put them underground? Doesn't make sense.
I guess the distances that you have to travel with cables in Canada is much greater than in the UK.
I don't know, mate. I think if you lived here, you'd probably think the same as me and Tony. It's almost like they're not quite on the ball.
Right. Okay. Well, I work a lot in infrastructure and I know how expensive it can be to dig a hole to put a cable in. So I can see why
Fair
they
enough.
wouldn't do that if the distance is massive.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair
You know what
enough.
I mean?
Well,
Like an hour away drive for you there, Tony, between the pair of yous.
yeah,
That's like, in Canadian terms, that's practically on your doorstep, innit?
yeah, definitely. And
Over in England, you know what it's like. You know what I mean? You're from here. If someone's an hour away, they don't exist.
because yeah, it's like it's basically Leeds from Liverpool, isn't it? An hour.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, near enough.
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah,
Where
it is. Yeah,
yeah, and
except there's
then
more
Sometimes.
in Leeds than there is in Truro.
yeah, definitely. And then when the power goes out, Chris, it's like it gives you a reason why. And one time it said a beaver had at the post that it was on, like a beaver, a
Is that what
tube
it
through
said?
it.
A beaver?
Yeah, yeah, a beaver loves a
You
bit of
know it's
wood, like.
bad, isn't it? You know you're in Canada when a beaver is a natural sort of disaster.
Hi, Bertie.
All right.
Hi,
How you
Bertie.
doing?
Hello, Bertie.
I'm good, boy.
So Bertie's been giving me updates all day, telling me about his preparation for tonight's recording. So
Yeah.
he was worrying about when he should make his cup of tea and have it ready. And I assume you've got it ready now, Bertie. Your cup of tea. He's showing us the tea.
That's not his first cup of tea, though, is it, Gav?
No, it's his
Fifth,
number four.
fourth, your fourth cup of tea.
Yeah.
I couldn't count for a minute there. To be fair,
Sometimes he has 9 in one day.
9 cups of tea. Are they big mugs, or did you just hold that close to the camera?
No, it's a regular tea mug.
What's on it? Sandy, what is it?
Sandy Point. It's a place about a
Sandy
20-minute
Point
boat
sounds like a
ride from my
porn
place. It's
star.
across the ocean. It's about a 20-minute boat ride from where I live.
It does sound like a porn star. That's what I thought when he said Sandy Point. I was like, that's a bit of a risque mug to bring on the podcast there, Bertie.
I was going to say, what channel's that on? Sandy Point.
Channel 5 after 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Right, so before we get started, Chris, can you explain to us, because you've just been on holiday, haven't you, on, as we call it in Canada, vacation. So
Yeah.
where did you go, mate? Tell us about it.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you bring any chocolate back?
We did. Yeah. Not that much though. Fucking hell, that place is expensive. Holy shit, it's expensive in Switzerland.
Is it?
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like we stayed in we moved around a bit basically. We traveled, like we flew into Geneva, and then we went from Geneva to Montreux, from Montreux to Grutschalp and up into Muren, basically the Lauterbrunnen Valley, which is like was the inspiration for Tolkien for Rivendell.
Oh, wow. So it's very much like that, was it?
Yeah. Oh, it's an amazing place. Like, but we went there. Obviously, it was in the snow and stuff. We were going to like ice ski and
Yeah.
snowboard. Louise hadn't tried it before, and my son Theo hadn't tried it, so they had their first go of skiing and enjoyed it.
Yeah. I
But
only have to go to the shop to try skiing. Literally, like,
or go out to get a cable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just skied now. Just done it then, yeah.
Yeah. Amazing place though. Absolutely amazing. People
Yeah.
were so nice. Like, you know, when
Yeah.
like you first get somewhere and like there's a difference in attitude of people and stuff, and you don't know whether you're about to be sold.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I mean?
like that.
Yeah.
It's like that. I mean, Tony can vouch for this, but it's like that in Newfoundland, I think, isn't it? Wasn't it like that for you when you first got to Newfoundland? It was like everyone was really nice, and you like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's
It's
not
it's
overly
great.
nice, but it's so much to take in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great when you first get there, and obviously we haven't seen snow. And then we had to isolate for 2 weeks when we got there. And me and my wife, we were building a snowman and stuff. It was all new to us. And I imagine me and you building a snowman now, Gav. It's just like 4 years in. You don't want the snow to be here no more. You just want it to be April and May, don't you?
Yeah.
But
Horrible.
building a snow, the novelty wears off after a while.
Yeah.
But Switzerland isn't that the home of Toblerones?
It is. Yeah. It
Bit
is.
bit peckish now, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some chocolate bars like while we were away, like they were like these, they weren't Toblerones, but they were like these hazelnuts sort of Swiss brand chocolate. And I tried it because I love chocolate, you know what I mean? But I'm a
Yeah.
very like particular with my chocolate, like there's certain bars I go for. I tried
Yeah.
these, they were incredible. So nice.
Yeah. I'd send you some from here, mate, but they're shite.
Mate, all Canadian and
point.
American chocolate is. It's not real chocolate.
No,
It's all.
mate, it's terrible, honestly. Do
Uh,
you like chocolate, Bertie?
Yeah, I used to.
Oh, you don't eat it anymore because you're on the good
Don't eat
stuff
too
now,
much
aren't you?
sweets now because of what I was told.
Yeah. So what do you eat now then?
Fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetable. Oh, you've been talking to Tony about that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Plus my
cranberries.
tea. Plus my tea. You could have tea.
Plus his tea there. So have you got some stuff written down for Tony, like a shopping list?
Gavin, come on now. I leave by it Tony alone, man.
He doesn't mind. He's all ears.
Man, I know Tony's the man.
Come on, what's the list? He's
Oh, he's
standing up
showing the
now.
t-shirt
Oh, he's
there.
showing
I
us his
thought he was
t-shirt.
about to have it written on his body.
Yes. So did I. Yeah.
He was about to do a prison break and show you his list.
So what you got your list?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Let's hear it.
Can you help with this, Chris?
Can I help?
Yeah.
I haven't got your list. How
Well,
am I meant to
you
help?
want Chris to send you some stuff from England?
Damn right.
We don't have fruits and vegetables in England, only chocolate. Proper chocolate.
Send me some goodies, Chris.
Go on, what's your list? Read it out to us.
Go ahead,
Partridge.
Bertie.
I like partridge berries, gooseberries, cranberries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, grapes, plums, tomatoes, oranges, cherries, peas, squash berries, carrots, and rhubarbs.
Well,
It's a
that'll all
long
fit in
list,
one box,
Bertie.
Tony.
I doubt it, mate. I don't think Air Canada would take that, to be fair. That I tried to send you some, Bertie, and the woman looked at me like I was soft and said, "You do know it's going to freeze." And I was like, she went, "It'll spoil." And I was like, "Well, I'll wait till spring." So I'll send you a little box over there, Bertie, and Alan Partridge berries.
What's a
What are
partridge berry? I've never
partridge berries?
tried
I
it.
don't even know what one is. I don't know what one is. What's a partridge berry, Bertie? I've never seen it before.
I don't know. That's all I heard. There were different berries, but we don't get many here in Newfoundland. We only get certain kinds.
Well, why is it on your bloody list, son? Come on.
He wants to
Because I
try.
heard my parents
I'm
talking
Tony's
about
an
it.
easy way.
What,
My
Bertie?
parents used to talk about it when they were younger. They used to get it way back then, but they don't get it now.
Oh, okay. So you think it might be popular here in Nova Scotia? Is that why you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See,
Yeah.
Oh, I've never
When
seen.
you
I've never
I'm
mentioned-
just
seen
up
it.
for more cranberries. That's the most thing I like now.
when you mentioned partridge berries there, though, I was going to Google it. And now I'm kind of glad I didn't because I don't think the search results are going to be favorable.
I'm going to try and Google it now because I want to know what they look like.
If you want to know what cranberries look like, they're really good.
No, I've had cranberries.
Yeah, everyone's heard
Partridge
of a
berries.
partridge berry. Seems like something made up, though. You know what I mean? To tease someone, doesn't it? Is that a real thing?
Oh, it sounds like you've got piles or something, doesn't it? A partridge berry.
They
Oh
look
no,
like-
they're
they
actually a
look like-
thing.
No, honestly, do you know what they look like? Little cherry tomatoes.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're quite big. Like Tony, look.
Jesus, I'll never get them in a box there, Bertie. You're joking, aren't you? I'll have to send a suitcase over.
Yeah.
People say I have an iron stomach now because I drink tea right hot out of the kettle and I can like down it in like 20 minutes, like 10 minutes.
You drink it out of the kettle. Do you mean like
No, I
as
take the water out of the kettle right hot out and I drink it in about 10 minutes. People said, "Holy jeez, you must have an iron stomach."
Jeez.
Welcome.
You want to be
says
careful with that. You don't want to burn your mouth.
Welcome to Sandy's Point. Right. On that note, we're going to play our Spunk Lube ad number 3 because we were going to play it on the last episode, but we had a guest, Ben Whitehead, came on to talk about voicing Wallace from Wallace and Gromit, and we just felt it would be in poor taste to include it on that episode. So we're going to include it on this Shower of Shite now. And obviously not in the video, but in the audio version, you'll hear it being played now. And let's just pretend we've just heard it. We're going to come straight back in. I just want to say thank you to everyone that sent in recordings of themselves reading out the little blurb that I came up with for Spunk Lube. And like I've said before, I don't know where they are actually, but the little sachets, I've got lots of samples that were sent to me by Spunk Lube. If you'd like one, let me know and I'll throw it in the post for you. Bertie, do you want some thrown in with the partridge berries?
No. I'm just wanting to let you know. Did Tony hear that voice clip I sent you for the Siren?
Oh yeah, did you hear it?
Yeah, it was lovely, Bertie. Thanks for that, mate.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Man, no
nice.
worries. No
We're
worries.
gonna. I'm gonna play it now because I think it's important. So, Bertie has been okay. We'll have to start from the beginning here. In a minute, we're going to talk about a business that Tony has set up. I'm helping him with it. I say help, quotations help. Um, but he set up a business, and Bertie has done a little advertisement for him, which I'm just looking for now. He sends me that many messages; it's hard to scroll through.
People, go give his page a like and follow him on Twitter. Why don't you?
Yeah,
And
it's
you
very
can find the
important.
business at obscureberriesnewfoundland.com.
Where is it? Gotta find it here. Right, hold on. If I type in, right, it should be.
Are we still going to pick a winner, by the way, for the small "I got spunk lubed" T-shirt, Gav?
Oh, yeah, the T-shirt. Where is it? It's down here somewhere. Here it is, here, right in front of me. So yeah, we have to pick. I don't know if anyone wants it, to be honest, but they might.
I think we should send it to them anyway. These people have taken the time and swallowed all of their pride to record these adverts. You know, they deserve
Bertie,
the T-shirt.
do you want
That's
this thrown in the
nice.
box?
I like that.
Well, I'll send it to you then. It's yours. Right. Okay. It should be here then. I think I might have found it. Right. Yeah, here it is. Right. So this is Bertie. His little advertisements. Let me know if you can't hear this, okay? Because I don't know if it's going to come through, but we'll see.
Hey, are you a small local or small business?
Yeah.
Nothing.
To help out your community and also hear your charity? Well, Siren Discounts app is for you. Created by Tony Smullen, we bring to you the #1 place to promote your business and help out your community at the same time. If you sign up today, you will receive a few Siren t-shirts, pens, and an ink pad. And as a bonus, if you sign up via phone, Tony just might send you some of Nova Scotia's finest fruit, including cranberries, partridge berries, rhubarb, turnips, and even a pear. Sign up today and don't delay. Siren the Discount app.
Okay, so that.
I love that bit. Even a pair.
Even a pear and a turnip. One of Canada's finest berries, the turnip.
Brilliant. Right, so our listeners are probably very confused now as to what's going on here. So can we start from the beginning
I'm
with Siren,
confused.
Tony? This is important now. So
Yeah, I'm honestly not on here to plug this. Gavin asked me to talk about it, so I'm definitely, honestly, I'm not. But I've started the business in Canada. It's not fully started yet, as a Gav, but it's
pretty much, but yeah.
it's a mobile app for essential workers, you know, like teachers and nurses and people like that, where they access discounts from like like a plumber down the road, and it's live on, it's available to download and stuff like that. But we've got our fair Siren rewards. Get siren.ca. Yeah, sound like
Siren.ca.
Proper doing a spiel. Yeah, get siren.ca. And it's well, Gavin's my social media manager. Is that your title, Gav?
Yeah.
Is it?
If that's what you want to call me, yeah. I just once it's like everything's up and running properly, I'm going to be posting like a lot of stuff on the socials to try and plug it and but yeah.
Yes.
So the idea is like a business would like sign on with Siren and then we would advertise that business for them. Is that how it works? And it's in conjunction with the IWK, which is like a children's hospital, isn't it? Like a woman and children's hospital.
That's the big one. The biggest charity in Atlanta, Canada, has agreed to work in partnership with it. With us, sorry. So
that's amazing.
So, like, for instance, if like a portion of everything goes to them, and for instance, like a business come on board the other day, and I said, "What discount would you like to offer?" And she said, "Just say there's no tax." So over here, it's like, VAT, Chris. It's like
Yeah.
if you buy something in the shop, you add 15% on at the end with everything. So not like, where just when back home you go to Costco and then you pay the VAT, then you know what's going to be on top. With here, they charge 15% on everything. So, like for instance, this lady said, "Yeah, I'll swerve the tax type of thing. They don't have to pay tax." So that's saving people 15% straight away.
Massive, yeah.
So it's a good idea. The reason I've done it is because my wife's a nurse, and you know, they work hard, so it's only right that they should get some discounts as well.
And normally they get screwed on wages and all that. Like some of the hardest working
Oh yeah,
people, the absolute
they've
salt
got
of
to,
the earth, and they get screwed
I know,
constantly on wages.
they've
Well,
got
they
to,
do it
they've
in,
got
in
to,
the UK anyway, don't they? But
they've got to pay for parking to go and work in the hospital. It's just mad,
that's
in my
ridiculous,
opinion.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That happens over here, and I always it confuses me. It makes me angry, to be honest, every time I hear about that kind of stuff. Like
I know, mate.
these people, like the nurses and the doctors and stuff over here. Like I remember when my wife was giving birth to our child, right? And obviously you're in the room. We were in the room for days. And one of the midwives that was there was like, she was on a placement, and she basically, for like 2 years or something, she was working for free till she could qualify to be a nurse. It's like, hold on, working for free. Do you know what I mean? And like,
Crazy, isn't it?
do you at least get all your expenses covered now? So you're paying to work essentially for like 2 years so you can go and earn a rock star wage. No, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get a rock
Yeah.
star wage at all. So I think that's an amazing idea.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll
Yeah.
work. Hopefully it'll take off and do well. It's going to be like another 6 weeks before it's properly going, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it does well. But like
So
as you say in
you
there,
did
don't
this
mind.
just because of your wife, really? Then are you getting any kickback out of it? Like,
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's just, I mean, as you said before, Jenny was a nurse in the UK for 18 years, or no, 16 years, and they don't give them anything. When they're over there, there's hardly anything, is there? And it's just it is the same here. They've got to pay for parking and what have you. So why shouldn't they get like a discount when they, go
if
to
you use them up with
somewhere?
these discounts, it'll offset
Yeah,
some of the
hopefully,
costs
yeah,
of
yeah,
them
Yeah.
just existing.
And the good thing
definitely,
is
yeah.
like pretty much any business can contribute to this in any way, shape, or form. Like it'll be a pizza place, you know what I mean? It could be anything at all. Anyone that's got a business, that's aiding the public in any way, shape, or form. They can, if they want to, they can give some sort of a discount via the app. So
Does it just have to be discounts as well, or could they do other things? Like, I don't know, like, you've seen stuff like this in the past, right? Like, critical workers or whatever get, like, if you come into our coffee shop on a Tuesday, you get a free coffee.
Yeah, well, so I was going to say, they don't have to offer like a percentage. That's right. They can offer a coffee or a free sarnie, or basically, there was someone the other day who said, "I'll give them a $20 gift card."
Amazing.
Oh, it could be anything, but they have to offer something, or they can't come on, basically.
yeah.
So have you to sign up to this then, like as a user, right? Not as a provider, as a user, do you have to be able to prove that you're
Yeah.
a
So
critical worker in some form? Like,
this is where it took a while to get started because like a virtual pass, like for Apple and Google. So when they sign up, they automatically will get a pass sent to the phone. And obviously they can show that to the business. And then obviously I'm going to let the businesses know, just check their ID, check that they work, for whoever they say they work for. It's all free for obviously people who want to sign up, but yet there is a pass that they will get. But
so they
that's
have
the
to go
thing that's
through
stopping it
some
from
sort of
start.
process. Like they have to
Yeah,
go
it's
through
just
a process to prove they are like they're employed by, I don't
yeah,
know, for example.
yeah, basically, yeah. And they can sign up on the website and then they'll get a virtual pass. This is the thing that's holding it up at the moment. It's just getting the
Yeah.
right provider to send the pass to them so it's easier for them.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and all the social media pages are set up for it as well. So if people want to follow, I'm pretty sure it gets Siren everyone. Or to the chat. I think I changed it now, didn't I, to Siren Rewards?
Yeah, that was my fault. You changed it to the better one. I think it's Siren Rewards.
Yeah, so it's at Siren Rewards on X or Twitter.
And
I
is
believe.
is that SIREN?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Siren Rewards.
Yeah, same on
Yeah.
Instagram, and then Facebook. You just search for Siren Rewards, and you'll find a page. Give it a follow, and
You have a YouTube
even
channel, Tony?
I do actually. Yeah, it's at Siren Rewards again. There's only one video on there at the moment, just explaining what happens, how it works. But
I'll have to get Gavin to send me the YouTube link.
Yeah,
I didn't
definitely.
even know there was one, so that's a good start being the social media manager. Didn't even know there was a YouTube.
No,
channel.
but you're that effective, right? You've changed it. You've set up a YouTube without even realizing. I think you deserve to give yourself a promotion. I think you should be director of social media now.
4-4, Gavin.
So no, our listeners, if you want, just go and follow the page. You don't even have to obviously be in Nova Scotia to show some support, like a retweet or a repost of any of our posts. Just helps get the word out there and spread the.
Tell your friends. Do you know what I mean? If there's these discounts and stuff that are available to them because they work in these industries,
yeah,
get them on it. Why would they not want it?
Yeah, exactly.
I think
something for nothing. You don't get much of that in this life.
With what is it we call them? The word's gone out of my mind now. Essential workers is COVID. Everything that happened with COVID really highlighted, how important essential workers are. So even though this is coming a little late after COVID sort of ended, if you like, not that it's ever gone away, but the pandemic is over. I still think it's very relevant, and it's important to acknowledge the people that are in those industries. So
definitely.
And any sort of help that those people can get, you know what I mean, on a daily basis, any reward for doing what they do, they deserve in spades.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, no, I agree, 100%. Right, let's briskly move on to hit or shit. So this is a segment. I mean, it's self-explanatory, really. We're going to talk about. I don't know if everyone's got something to talk about, but if you have like something you want to review and say whether it's a hit or a shit. If you don't, it's fine. But if you do, we're going to do it now and talk about it. So I have a feeling Tony might have something he wants to mention. This is a hit or shit review on something. Can be anything you want.
I've got loads.
Just pick
as
one
Gavin knows, I just moan 24/7 anyway. So yeah, that's it. That's
what
it.
we do.
We like to moan, don't we?
All the time.
So my one's like, obviously we can't get much. Well, we can, but it costs a fortune to get British stuff over here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I found
what do you mean by British stuff, like as in foods and things.
A packet of Skips, a packet of Monster Munch, like stuff like that.
Partridgeberries.
Imported foods and things.
Yeah.
Bertie stormed off.
Bertie's got off. So
maybe we've made him peckish talking about all these berries. Oh, he's back.
He's gone to make another cup of tea right out of the kettle. Oh yeah.
He's gone to get his
G0
Gatorade.
Did you get that from Costco?
No, I got that from a friend of mine.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
Does he sell Gatorade on the slide? Does he round the corner?
If one of my friends sent me a bottle of yellow liquid, I'd be questioning that.
It's not nice.
Orange.
I miss Lucozade so much, man. Jesus.
Yeah, Lucozade is it's top quality. Go on, carry on, Tony. Tell us what you say.
Sorry. So anyway, I seen a Frey Bentos pie. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't the meat one. It was a vegetable balti. Would you believe it or not?
Oh, really?
So I just want to get it out there about opening a Frey Bentos pie, right? And for people who've never opened one, it's a round tin, right? What should happen is it should have a little ring on it, and you pull the top off. Not a Frey Bentos pie, mate. You've got to take a tin opener, and because it's round, it's so difficult to open. It's all I can say is you'll probably go to hospital with about 3 stitches. There's blood, guts on the floor, slipping on blood because you did yourself on a Frey Bentos pie. I'm
it's
sure
basically a pie for Rambo, isn't it? That's what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Or Popeye.
You know you've earned it when you get into a bento, right? Like, 'cause you...
Yeah, yeah, you really enjoy it. And all, honest to God, no word of a lie, I always find speckles of blood in it once I've cooked it off me. Just as you're cutting into it, oh yeah, there's a bit of blood there. Yeah, I'll just eat it anyway.
It is. It's a
I,
pie for Rambos, isn't it? You like
mate, that's the best
forget a can
analogy ever.
opener. Forget a can opener. You need a giant Bowie knife. You know what I mean? Like,
Chuck Norris wouldn't even be able to open it, mate. And you know
nah.
what? I just want free Bentos. I might send them a strongly worded email. Just put a ring pull on it, mate. Just pull a ring pull on it and pull it off.
Yeah.
That's all I ask for, and it's shit, but it's lovely as well.
Bertie, have
Yeah.
you ever
Especially,
pulled off Frey Bentos?
Yeah?
Have you never had a Frey Bentos pie? No.
No.
No. Oh, they're nice. I like the cheese and onion ones.
they're not that nice. Let's
It's
have it
deadly
right.
silence.
But
I like to
An
think that the
acceptable
silence there was
pie.
everyone thinking about a
yeah,
cheese and onion Frey Bentos.
They're an
Bertie will be
acceptable
good on
pie that
that.
is way too difficult to get into. But it's
Yeah,
it's part of the fun, isn't it? You know what I mean?
is it worth it? That's the thing. Is it worth it? But at the end, I'd probably say yes.
Okay, so it's a
Yeah.
hit. It's a hit then.
Well, it's a bit. Actually, is it a hit or a shit? It's a hit. It's a hit. Yeah, you just got to go through the motions first.
You just spend 5 minutes explaining how you bleed for a pie. You know what I mean? Like you'll
But it's a
still eat
hit.
it covered in blood, but it's a hit.
Eating my own blood, yeah. But I've said it's a hit. Yeah, it is. It's a hit. It's lovely.
Right. Okay. Anyone else? We've got his or shit, Chris?
I mean, you already kind of asked me about Switzerland, but Switzerland as a country, just incredible. It's like the train system to move around is amazing. The people are so nice. Like, I'll tell you why, like how nice the people are. Right, we where we were in Switzerland, right, was like as far from any airport as you could get. It's smack bang in the middle, Murin, right? It was for us to get from Geneva to Murin. It was four trains, a cable car, and a bus for us to get to Murin, right? And we stayed in Murin, this little village up a mountain, snowy village where people go skiing and stuff. Right by where they filmed one of the James Bond films, apparently, like years ago, like Her Majesty's Secret Service or something. It was like it was one that only one dude did, and they had like some revolving restaurant on top of a mountain, and that was sort of it. But anyway, we did this journey on the way back, and the plan was that we were gonna break it up because we had our young son with us. We were gonna do this travel in the day coming back. We were gonna stay at a hotel at night, and then the following morning we're flying back. We left our passports in the hotel, safe in Murin. Traveled the entire way to Geneva, and checking in at the hotel the night before we were due to fly, less than 12 hours. Louise turns around my wife and goes, I've left the passport in the safe in Murin.
Oh,
And we phoned like the hotel and stuff. Like we didn't know what to do. We were looking at basically trying to get them down the mountain and put in a taxi or something. But like a taxi was going to be like 1,500 quid to like drive these passports from the thingy. And the hotel director that we spoke to basically phoned around a bunch of the staff and offered like money to them to take these passports and drive them up to us in the middle of the night. These mountain roads, you know what I mean? So like
wow.
some absolute hero, right? But say Daniel, his name was. I got him saved in my phone now as passport hero. Basically, went up the mountain, last cable car down off the mountain, got our passports, drove them from like 10 o'clock in the night, got them to us at 2 o'clock in the morning so that we could get our 11 o'clock flight home like the other day.
That's
Like,
amazing.
what other country in the world would someone do that? You know what I mean? Like,
Smart. That's
a,
crazy.
a 6-8 hour round trip in the car or whatever to get someone the passport. And like when I was speaking to him, like, it was like, you know, how we were talking to him, like, how do you want to get paid for this and stuff? You know what I mean? Because we were going to give him like, we basically offered like 500 francs cash for this to happen because it was going to cost us way more to change flights and hotels and all this. And he was like, don't worry about that. Like, we'll talk about that when I get there. Let me just get you these passports first. And he like sent me a pin drop on his phone so I could see where he was the entire time. And he sent us a picture of the passports to say, I've got them, don't worry. And he was just dead nice. And like every single person we bumped into in Switzerland was like that. The place was so clean. They're all about sustainability and stuff. Like, it's just a place you got to see to believe. You know what I mean? The scenery is
Yeah.
incredible. Like it's expensive to be there, but I could not recommend it enough.
Yeah, amazing.
Hit,
Yeah,
massive hit.
Yeah, massive hit.
Therefore, I
That's
hit
awesome,
that.
man. What a
Jesus.
nice guy. That's incredible.
Mm.
Wow.
Moral of
Yeah.
the story:
So,
don't leave your passport. though.
oh,
Definitely check the
that's
safe.
that's a night. I would hate that. That is literally a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah, like because we left this morning at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we got to the hotel about 9:30. And as we were going to check in, Louise's face, she just come running over to me because I was sat with my son. She was just like white when she
Yeah.
realized what she'd done. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, oh my God, how did we do this? Like we were going to phone the embassy and all sorts to like try and get advice and
Yeah.
our insurance and try and phone the airline and see if we could change flights and all sorts. And yeah,
That's insane,
they
mate.
just went out the way to make it happen because there was no couriers up there. Do you know what I mean? How they got
Yeah.
where we were staying, like how they got like rubbish on and off the mountain was by a helicopter. Like these
Really?
massive cargo nets full of
Yeah.
bottles and things, and they just like airlift them off the mountain.
It's
So there's no
unbelievable,
couriers
isn't
there.
it?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Is it just like completely like picturesque, like you see on the telly? Like,
Yeah, like look up at the Lauterbrunnen Valley in Switzerland, right? Um,
how'd you spell
it's one
that?
of those, right? Like Lautteer, hold on,
Oh, got
Lauter,
it. In Bern.
yeah, Brunnen Valley. It is Lauterbrunnen Valley. It's just like I can't. The scenery in that place is like the pictures will never do it justice. Do you know what I mean? The scale of the place when you're there is just mental, and um, yeah, it's one of them where you're looking at it and you just can't wrap your head around it. It's like that's not real.
Yeah, it looks amazing. That.
Does look amazing. It's only $1,000, Gav. Flight.
Grand,
Over
yeah,
there,
that's it.
that's
So
it. Yeah.
it's not bad, that actually. That's
It's actually not
500
bad.
quid in
No.
real
Where's
money.
that to? Zurich or something?
Where's it? It's 11 hours 50 from me. Where's it say it's gone?
The thing is, there's no
ZR8.
airports near it, so however you get to it, whether you
Yeah,
fly to
it
Geneva,
is. Yeah.
yeah, you've still got to do all of those trains and the cable, like the cable car that goes up the top of the valley to where Murin was is like the steepest cable car in the world or something. It's like
See, I've got a
102.
bad fear of cable cars. I don't know why. I've never been on one. Are they
I,
really high, or if they were by the ground, I'd be happy if you get me, so you can
yeah.
just hop off if everything goes wrong. But are they quite high? I don't know.
Oh yeah. This is
Yeah.
like
Oh
this
God.
is like it's a massive pod. You know what I mean? That probably carries like if you wanted like 80
Oh.
people, this cable car, but it's like you stood near the glass and you're just looking down, and it's just a drop, just descends. You know what I mean? And when we were coming back, there was that much snow and sort of it was like white out and that, like you couldn't even see the ground. It was just snow. You know, it's just mental, but I can't describe it in words. But yeah, massive hit from me.
Yeah, stick it on the bucket list, man. Love to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, okay. So mine, I'm torn between two different things here because I've seen, and no spoilers obviously, but I've seen the new Captain America film yesterday, and I was all planned to talk about it today. Again, no spoilers. But now I'm thinking I want to talk about a TV show that Tony put me onto. I don't even want to say whether it's good or bad, but like I've literally watched all the episodes that are currently out, and I don't know if you've seen it, Chris, but I'm going to talk about it because I've just made a decision now. It's called
I've seen it
Severance.
yet.
Have you seen
Oh,
Severance?
you posted this, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah,
You posted something about this and said just drop what you're doing and go and watch it.
yeah. Have you seen it?
Nah, I've not seen it. I've not seen it, but you've made me want to watch it already.
Right, Bertie. It's pointless me asking you because you haven't seen it, have you? The only
No.
thing he watches is Trailer Park Boys. That's it. He's nodding.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It is a hit. I can't do this review without like literally telling you straight away how great it is. But like, Tony, how would you explain the premise of it, man, to somebody like Chris, like who's not seen it but wants to see it? Like, how would you explain it without giving stuff away?
It's just like, so you do your 9 to 5 job, but you go to your 9 to 5 job and split your life between going to work and then your personal time. So when you go to work at 9 o'clock, you get into an elevator. Oh God, I can't believe it's an elevator, a lift, right? And
Cable
you go
car.
down, and then something happens as you're going down. You're a cable car. Something happens as you're going down, and then you forget about your life upstairs. So it's split into two. And you can imagine,
So you got
so
like two
Yeah.
yeah,
conscious, like
Yes.
yeah.
two.
Same body, but like two separate minds, two completely separate. They put a chip in your head, so as soon as you leave, that's not a spoiler, is it? The chip in the head thing.
No,
Like,
there's no spoilers
explains.
with that.
Yeah, so like as soon as you like leave work at the end of the day, your work brain, they call them innies and outies. So your innie, which would be your work self, would like leave, but then instantaneously it'd be like you're just going straight back into work because you don't know anything outside of that building as soon as you leave. And then
I don't know how I feel about that. That would be
when you
weird,
do
wouldn't it?
physically, Chris, it's amazing. When you do physically leave, your outie then obviously is like takes over, and then that's all you know is leaving work. You don't know
So
going in.
so you'd basically have two people, right? You'd have one person that's just manically depressed. Do you know what I mean?
I
Because like
can't
they're
say.
just a
I can't
cog
really
on a
say.
treadmill, right?
Well, you just don't know anything when you're in. All you know is your job. You don't know if you're married. You don't know if you've got kids. You don't know anything. You don't know whether you like. I don't even know whether you would know if you were gay or not. To be honest, like it's like literally don't you don't know. You just don't know anything from the outside. But
It's,
then on the
you
outside,
don't
you
even
don't
know
know
what the
anything
sky
about
looks
work.
like.
And it's an
Is
option as
this
well.
on
This is the thing.
is this on Netflix or something?
It's on Apple TV.
Okay.
It's an option as well. You have a choice to do this. Like it's a decision that you make yourself if you want to be severed, and you go in and they do this. So it's your choice to want to do this.
So
And
so
one
almost like there's a party that you just forget about that goes and works, and then
yeah.
another party who never works again.
Yeah. So this isn't really a spoiler, but I'm going to tell you this little bit. So there's one woman in it who hates it. She like her work self is like, I can't do this anymore. I want to get out. I don't want to be here anymore. And she puts a notice in to quit. She's like, I want to quit. And then she finds out like the next day that it's been revoked. Like it's not happening. And she's like, why? And they say because your outie has refused it. So she can't quit. She wants to quit, but her outside self is saying, no, we're not doing this.
Oh, you know what this is making me think of? You ever watched Rick and Morty, the episode um where basically they like have these people who they basically put like some sort of conscience. So like at night, basically Rick's just doing nothing but sit-ups to keep fit because he doesn't want to do the exercise when he's awake and he's aware of it.
Yeah,
So his asleep form is just doing sit-ups, like, and as he's just waking up with like ripped abs every day. And every member of the family gets like one of these like sleep personalities where they start doing stuff they don't want to do in the day, like studying, working, or doing all the house chores. And
yeah,
their awake selves are like just living the fucking dream because they don't have to do anything because they've done it all when they were asleep.
yeah,
It's like it's kind of like it sounds like that.
yeah.
But they end up like fighting with each other because there's two different personalities. Like the sleep people want to take over and
Yeah,
like overthrow the awake people.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, okay.
yeah. It is. It does have a sort of similar theme to that. Yeah, definitely. But honestly, it's you've got to
That sounds
watch it.
cool.
It's really
And
good.
do you know what, Bertie? It's some of it's filmed in Newfoundland in Bonavista.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because they needed. There's certain episodes where you need basically nothing there, just snow. So I think they
To go to where
I
Bertie
think
lives.
yeah. I didn't when I first started watching it. I didn't know it was created by Ben Stiller. It's crazy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's the weird thing. That's the
I
biggest
know,
thing that
and
threw me
it's
off
not a
at the end. I was
comedy.
like, what? No, it's not a comedy at all. But Ben Stiller directs it.
It's mad. Christopher Walken's in it.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
and he's
he's a
brilliant in it
legend.
as well. And he's not a main character as well. That's the thing.
No,
He's like, one of the biggest actors on it, but he's just not. He doesn't play the main character.
It's
It's
actually got
great
you
like
have
though.
to watch it.
I'm looking at the cast now and it's got like a really strong cast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's great, mate. Honestly, like they're on to season 2 now. I think that they're like 5 episodes into season 2, but they're showing one a week. So now I've caught up. I'm like, I can't watch anymore because they're not out yet. So I think they come out every Friday. So we've got to wait now till next week to see the
Oh,
next one.
that's a shit
Yeah,
from me, that.
that's
Or as
torture,
grind
isn't
my
it?
gears, right? When you have to wait for something, you know what I mean? Like my wife does this to me. She's like, you know what, we should really watch this thing. And I'm like, all right, yeah, let's watch it. And then we watch it and I go, all right, where's the rest? And she's like, oh, it's not out yet. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why
Oh,
have we just watched this then?
So the
There's a
good thing
million
is that
TV
like
shows that are complete. Let's go and
there's
watch them.
already season 1 you can watch. You can binge watch that straight away. And then, like I say, there's like 5 episodes into season 2. I don't think there's that many episodes per season. Is it like 10, maybe 10
9
episodes or
or
something?
10.
9
It's
or
for
10.
some
So there's
reason the
not that
last one
many
was
more to
9.
come out. Yeah. I'd love to get somebody on from that show on the podcast to interview them. I just
Oh,
don't know who would do it, but like I'd love. It would just be so amazing to talk to someone about it, about what it's like. It's great. Bertie, you
watch
gonna
it,
watch
Chris.
Severance?
I never ever heard of it.
No, but are you gonna watch it now? I've told you.
Yeah,
You're not, are you?
Be
yeah.
sure you do, Bertie.
So have
If
you
you
got a hit
watch
or
it,
shit,
Gav will
Bertie?
send you some Partridgeberries.
Yo,
What
don't
are
bring me into this.
cranberries?
That's between them two.
You
Have you got a hit or shit, Bertie?
No.
All right, we'll move on to Grind My Gears. This is a segment where we
Oh
just moan
damn!
about
Don't even
stuff.
get me started with that, Gavin.
Oh well, if you've got something, that's great. This is it. We're going to complain about something now, and then we're going to wrap the
And you're
episode. Well,
gonna
no,
complain about what I got to talk about too. You're gonna complain about it. Let me tell you.
there's one more thing after Grind My Gears I want to quickly do. But yeah, we'll stick to Grind My Gears for now. So what is it, Bertie? What have you got? Come on.
The tariffs that Donald Trump is trying to put on Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it.
So yeah, so Donald Trump's trying to put these tariffs on. Well, it's not. Not that he's trying to. I think it's going to happen.
He's trying to make us the 51st state. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. See, the thing is, this is like actually, I'm not a fan of him and never was, and everyone have voted for him and wanted him to get in. This is the reality of it now. This is the kind of shit that he's going to do for the next 4 years. So,
know what the worst thing is, right? All of these little things that he's doing really quickly, like renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America and all this kind of crap, right? It's normalizing the absurd. He's getting the American people, but not even American people, he's getting the world used to like these small scale changes that are just mad. That if you'd have looked at, if someone said they were going to do these things, you'd turn around and go, nah, you're just bonkers. Why would you do that? Like, you know what I mean? You're just going to upset people. But he'll
yeah,
do loads of these little things. So when the really big, horrible stuff comes along that I'm sure he'll do, you sort of not numb to it now. You know what I mean? And it
yeah,
doesn't seem as wild because he's
yeah,
done this smaller stuff. Do you
exactly.
know, I just
The only
hate
thing
him.
I'll
I
say is
hate
that
him so
like
much.
Saying that he doesn't need anything from Canada. The Americans don't need nothing from Canada. I'm sure. I think they're wrong about that.
well, yeah, of course they are. Like they get a lot of stuff from Canada.
Lumber.
And yeah, exactly. And
Canada
this,
is a huge exporter of lumber to America.
yeah, it is.
I can't bear him. He's just, oh God.
You
I'm
guys
trying
help me
not
to
to
put
The
the
only
steel and
thing,
not to
aluminum
watch the
too,
news.
Gavin.
the only thing I'll say is that like when he was for the first 4 years he was president, like he went on and on and on about that fucking wall that never went up. It never happened. But he was like adamant this wall's going up and Mexico's going to pay for it. They never did. The part of it went up and the US taxpayers paid for it. So like he's full of shit basically, which we already know. So him going on about like Canada, the 51st state, it's never going to happen. First of all, no disrespect to Canadians, but if anyone's got any sort of fucking ownership on Canada aside from Canada, it's the UK because they're part of the Commonwealth. So he's got fucking no chance at all. It's not going to happen. Who's on the twenty
He
dollar bill? Our
he's
fucking
dangerous
queen,
now though,
soon to be
right?
our king. Like,
He's dangerous because like the first time round, right? The shackles were sort of on him. He basically did a load of shit. You know what I mean? He was convicted criminal and all sorts, wasn't he? Like,
still is.
or
What do you think about the
and he
tariffs
got
there,
away with all
Gavin?
it. And he ended up in
Hold on.
power again, right? And now they threw the book at him. Nothing worked. Nothing stuck. He can do whatever he wants now.
Yeah.
That's what's scary.
There's
Yeah.
no one to stop him anymore. Like the
No.
people who investigated him, for that hush money thing,
We've all
his
been.
attorney general has already filed charges against them. What for? Just to get the. It's all about revenge now. That's what it is.
Yeah. It is,
That's
yeah.
what's
He's trying
dangerous
to get
about him. You
revenge.
know what I mean? He's like,
Yeah.
for me now, he's as bad as like Putin in Russia. You know what I mean? He's basically turned the US overnight into like an oligarchy. You know what I mean? Like Elon Musk talking from the Oval Office, and his son is stood next to him telling Trump to shush his mouth.
Oh no, that
Yeah.
was funny. That was
You're not the
hilarious.
president, he says. You're not the president. Like, it's so
Shush your
weird,
mouth,
isn't
and then he wiped the bogey on the oval desk. I mean,
Like,
that's a kick in the
literally,
teeth.
if someone just told you that, right, and you hadn't seen it happen, you'd go, fuck off. That's an episode of South Park, that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not real.
What do you think about the tariffs
It's-
there, Tony?
Oh, it's terrible, mate. Just he's just a bully. I don't know what he's doing. I haven't got a clue. Everything's going to go up.
There'll be a
I just
tariff
don't
on
know
those
what to say.
Partridgeberries now as well. You watch.
The
If
Bertie
there is
tariff
Bertie,
is
you've
going to
got
be
no
called.
chance.
Import and export of fruit has just been nailed. The Bertie tariff.
Yeah.
I just had to ask Gavin all this stuff because I know some. I had grind my gears, so I'm like, yeah, that's gonna get him talking.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not a fan of him. Like, I don't like the guy. I just.
I heard he's doing all this. I'm like, I don't think this guy is the right guy, man.
No, he's insane.
You know what we need to do?
Voted in the wrong person, people. You guys voted in the wrong person.
Yeah.
You need to get back in touch with Alex Scubby, Gav, and we need to get him on an episode, right? And just all we'll do is we'll sit here for 20, 30 minutes and just moan about Trump.
Ripped him to death, didn't he?
He'd love
He
that.
hated him.
Yeah.
He hated him.
Yeah, I watch his videos all the time on. I don't. Yeah, he's on TikTok still. Don't think he's on Instagram anymore. He's definitely not on Twitter. But yeah, it's the way he comes across. He's so funny with what he says, but he's bang on the money every time. Like everything he says, just such an awesome dude. Yeah, grinds my gears. Kind of like in the same sort of ballpark, mine a little bit, but not much. And Tony will agree with me here, and I actually think Chris will as well. So me and Tony are permanent residents of Canada. I feel like I might have moaned about this before. I'm going to do it again anyway. So that means that we're not citizens of Canada, but we are permanent. Like, well, our residency is permanent. Unless we break the law and do something really bad, it's permanent. Like, they're not going to take it off us. In order to become a citizen, you have to pay. It's like $600 and something or whatever to do a test where they ask you a bunch of fucking questions that most Canadians don't even know the answers to. You have to study it. And the only real perk of becoming a citizen is that you are allowed to vote. So even though I've been here for 10 years, I'm deemed. I mean, this really annoys my wife because she's like, no one's deeming you not worthy enough. But that's exactly what it is. Like, as a permanent resident,
No, it's just all money in it.
I pay taxes. I should have the right to vote. If I'm paying,
money.
anyone who's paying taxes should be allowed to vote. That's how I see it. You're taking my tax money. Like, I should have a say where that money goes by being able to vote. And I'm not. Then don't let me or Tony vote. And my wife goes, "Well, just become a citizen." And I'm like, "No, because it's beside the point. Why should I?" Because what they're saying is, because the only real perk of becoming a citizen is that you can vote. They're basically saying you have to pay us so much money for us to allow you to vote after you've took a test first. Fuck off. So
It's
that
basically
really
like
grinds my
membership,
gears.
innit? It's membership to the 51st state. Yeah. Sorry, Bertie. You know what I mean?
I
No,
feel the
that's
same
what
way Gavin does, man. That's bullshit. It's all money, man.
It is. We should
So
be
you've been
allowed
there
to
for
vote.
10 years, right? So if you pay $600, you get an American passport.
And you know what? To add insult to injury, they'll knock on the door like when they're doing like the elections and stuff to try and like sort of fucking get off my porch. Like, I'm not allowed to vote. I should be on your little docket there saying don't knock at number 19 because like I'm not allowed to vote. Go away.
Wife is though, right?
She is allowed, yeah, but I'm not.
So what? So hold on. So they shouldn't knock on the door because your wife doesn't count, or like what's the?
No, but I mean, if
Tell
you're
me
gonna pay
more,
all that
Gav.
money,
Tell me
first of all-
more.
First of all,
really, if you're gonna pay all that money, they shouldn't be able to come to your door if you're not allowed to vote. They shouldn't be allowed.
Exactly.
Yeah, but his wife can.
No, but listen.
Doesn't
you know
matter.
what? First of all, fuck off with the door-to-door thing. It doesn't matter what it is. Don't knock on my door. I don't care what you're selling. I don't want you on my porch. Don't fucking knock at my house unless you know who I am. Don't knock. So beside the point, and she agrees as well. Like we've got a sign up saying like no.
No.
Now, Gavin, you can't turn
no
away the
something
girl
to
guys with their cookies, man. Come on, they're only
All
kids.
right, yeah, I'll make an exception for that because the cookies are quite nice. But yeah, no, but seriously, like it's like it. I just think it's bad. It's a bad setup. We should be allowed to vote.
Yeah,
should
you
be.
should be allowed. Yeah, you.
Maybe say after a couple of years you're allowed to vote. Like once they know you're going to stay.
you know if
maybe
there's a
5
reason
years.
behind it other than just money though? Like, are they? Is that system in place to safeguard against like an influx of people who are residents and just get jobs and pay taxes and then just swing votes or something?
No, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't
Citizenship
know. I
is,
just
you get a citizenship, then you belong in Canada.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it? What we're saying is like what you've got is a residency, right? A permanent residency, but citizenship allows you to vote, but you're paying for something. As part of that process, is there some sort of additional checks or something that are done against you?
No, I don't know. It's just that the stipulation is that you have to be a citizen of Canada to vote, and I'm like, they should make an exception for permanent residents who
Yeah.
have a card, who've been here. Like I say, maybe make the rule like you've got to have been here for 5 years, which I think is a bit long, to be honest. You pay
Yeah, you
taxes for
can't just have a
5
load of
years.
Trump supporters turn up and then vote
But like
for
getting a permanent
becoming the
resident,
51st state.
you can't just go and get a permanent residency anyway. You can't just.
Yeah.
It was a lot for me to obtain that, and for Tony to obtain it as well. You don't just get handed it. Like it's a fucking big thing. You have to apply and prove a bunch of shit. Like I had to prove how long I'd known Dina for, and how long we'd been married for, and where we got married, and they want to see plane stubs and all this photographs together. Like they want all this. We did all that. That I should be allowed to fucking. I own property here. I've got 2 children in this country. As their father, I should be allowed to vote for what benefits my children. And they are saying to me, no, you have to do the test first. You have to pay. Dude, fuck off. Would you fucking pay? And it's not even a money thing. It's $600 is not that much money, really, for what that is. But it's the principle of it. I'm not doing it. I will
Yeah. To
continue
be
to get a
clear here,
permanent
by the way,
residency.
Gav, I'm just being devil's advocate.
Yeah, no, that's what it's all about. I'm
I
glad
can
you are. But
imagine
yeah,
that would piss me off no end, to be honest.
my wife doesn't agree with me. She's like, just take the test. And I'm like, no, it's beside the point. I'm not doing it.
You know
Already
what?
paying
When
taxes.
I went through the permanent residency, they wanted to know what I had for me tea in 1998. Honestly, it was just like,
Free
yeah,
Bento's pie, mate.
yeah, I couldn't get it open.
Well, I was going to have a free Bento's, but
In brackets,
bled too
couldn't get it
much.
open, mate.
Amazing.
But yeah, it is like a lot of work. It took us months and months to get it.
Yeah,
Gavin,
yeah.
I think not me. I think I've been here 4 years, but not me. But you should. You got 2 kids, your own property. You should be given it anyway without going through all that.
I think if you've been a permanent resident for like
Yeah.
5, 6, 10 years, like it should just be like, okay, yeah. Here
So
you go.
there is. Get this right. When you turn 65 as a permanent resident, they waiver the fee. So you still have to take the test, but you don't have to pay $650 to do the test. You can just do it at 65. You
Just
do it.
seems like that's some sort of like political, socio sort of red tape there. That's just been left because it makes
It's
a bit of money.
bullshit. It's bull. It's like I think my wife thinks that like they want you to become a citizen, so that's like why they're saying you can't vote, because they want you to become a citizen. So what I'm saying is, okay, make me a citizen then, or not make me a citizen. Allow me the right to vote right now, and I'll do the test. But I want to be able to vote first, and then I'll do the test.
How long you been in
test-
Canada, Tony?
2020. The test is really. I done it a practice one the other day. I got 2 questions right out of 20, and it was, and one of them was a celebrity question. You know, the fella who ran Terry Fox. He was like a bit of a celebrity, wasn't he, Bertie? Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
That was one of the questions I got right, and the other one I guessed. It's really hard. I haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
You've got to study for it then. To be fair, there was a similar thing like over here, you know, like one of my mates is he's from Boston, like, but he lives over here and he's been here for like 10 years or something. And like late last year, he got his citizenship and all that, and we went out and celebrated me, and then we went to Belfast and just went on the Raz. That's drinking, Bertie, on the Raz. That's what we say. But he had to jump through all sorts of hoops, paid thousands of pounds for visas and tests and all sorts of stuff. So I think it's a pretty standard thing, but sucks that, doesn't it? Sucks.
I just had a random thought, which I was listening to you, Chris, but I just was like, the way Bertie sits in his chair, you could fit your head into Bertie's head about 7 times. Because of how close he sits to the camera and how far back you sit, you could fit in about 7 times.
Move to Canada, Chris. Come on, move to Canada, man.
I'm all right. I've just moved countries. Like, don't get me wrong. I'd love to come to Canada someday. Like, I've got, that you guys are either living from or from Canada. I've got other Canadian mates and stuff, and like, I've had nothing but sort of nice experiences with people from Canada. So, and
Better come to
like a
Canada,
beautiful
eh?
place. Mm.
Yeah, it's a great place to live. I've no complaints about that. Well, I do, but it's a great place to live. I love it here, and I'd never come back. But well, depends if Trump takes over, I'll be back. I ain't living in America, so
Yeah, see ya. I'm out.
yeah,
But
definitely.
then, to be fair, apparently Elon Musk wants to get involved in British politics. So where are you going to go
Oh
then?
no.
Oh, for God's sake!
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him, like?
What's right with him?
Oh, he's got one of them faces as well, hasn't he? You know, one of those faces
Yeah,
that you look at
Yeah.
and you think, I want to give you a slap, like.
yeah, like Captain Knobhead, didn't he? You know what I mean? That would be his. That would be his superhero name, Captain Knobhead.
Right, I want to do a little. I'm going to wrap it up, but I want to do a little segment now because it is to me and Chris. It's very evident that 50% of this podcast right now is bald. So I thought we'd do like a little. I
Do us a
thought we.
favor, right, guys? Could you do it so we can only see the top of your heads, right? And we'll have a box of eggs at the bottom of the podcast.
So I thought we'd do bald facts because there's a lot of facts about bald people that you wouldn't know. So I thought I'd just read some out to you now. If that's okay with you?
Baldest.
Hold on, let me find them first. They're here
I mean,
somewhere.
to be clear here as well, I'm going to be careful about the stones I throw here because I'm thinning
Oh, you mate,
rapidly.
it doesn't look like you are.
Oh,
Hard to
thanks,
tell.
mate. My
Hard to
hairpiece
tell.
is doing its job.
Do you know what? Do you know if someone gave me a pill now and said, "Tony, take this pill, and tomorrow you look like Lionel Richie"? I'd say no. Like honestly,
Would
I
you?
can't be bothered. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
because you'd
I
get
The
wouldn't
only
you'd get
want. I
proper
wouldn't
bothered,
want
wouldn't you?
Lionel Richie's hair. That'd be hard to deal with.
well, Prince or someone, like a bit of a perm, that'd be all right, wouldn't it? But it's
If
just
you
the
took a
pain
pill and looked like one of them, you'd just
in
get
the
bothered all the
arse.
time, wouldn't you? Can I have a picture, please, mate?
The only pain in the ass is shaving head every like 2 days with a bic. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like give me a break. I wish there was like
Do
some
you do
form of
that so you don't
laser.
end up with one of these bad haircuts like these? Like,
Yeah, like Willie Thorne, the 80s snooker
yeah.
player. If you Google him, he had
Yeah,
this
shave
big
your head
mad.
bald. Ladies love the bald, sexy men like me and Tony.
I have actually had. To be fair, it was when I lived back in Birkenhead in England, opposite Gav. I used to have a haircut like yours, Bertie.
I don't remember
I don't,
that.
I don't know if you remember it, Gav.
No,
Now sexy
I was a
bald.
little, I was a little,
you used to have like a mushroom
Yeah.
haircut. I remember that.
yeah, and then I shaved it all off and basically went. I did a Bertie.
Yeah. Okay, right. Fact about bald people: bald men are seen as more dominant. Studies show that people perceive bald men
Move closer
as
to
more
your
confident.
microphone, Gav. Can't hear you.
Can you hear me, or is it just
Yeah.
him? Yeah, they can hear me.
Yeah.
Come on, Bertie.
See, he's being dominant. He's proving a point here. He's being dominant there,
Open
isn't he?
your
Get me
ears.
your mic.
Good
So yeah,
now.
you're more dominant. So Bertie's just proved that one to be true. Julius Caesar tried to hide his baldness. He rocked a comb over and even wore a laurel wreath to cover his receding hairline. There's a little
An
fact there.
option.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Some animals go bald too. Chimpanzees, dogs, and even beavers. Have you ever seen a bald beaver, Bertie?
No.
Yeah, that's true. Bruce Willis once had hair, apparently. I don't
Yeah.
know if you remember. You old enough to remember Bruce Willis with hair? I
Yeah.
can remember it when it was receding, when he was on Moonlighting.
In Die Hard 1,
Friends.
he had hair, didn't he?
In what?
Yeah.
In Die Hard 1, he had hair, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember him in Moonlighting when he did that one with Sybil
But
Shepherd.
he was going at the side there though, wasn't he? There's either like you just lose your hair completely like I did, or you
Yeah,
go at the side first. And he had one of those going on, like a little pointy little mess. And he kept it instead of shaving it off.
yeah.
He was sailing down the River Denal, like.
So also baldness can be inherited from either mother or father. So that old thing about like it comes from your mum's side is not true. It can come from either side.
I didn't know
So yeah. Patrick Stewart was devastated when he went bald, but his drama teacher told him to own it, and now he's one of the coolest bald men. So the key here is confidence. Have confidence.
Domination.
Boldness. Don't
That's what
again.
it's
Yeah,
about.
yeah. The Guinness World Record for the most shaved heads in an hour is 317, apparently. Some
That
people
seems like
believe
a low target to hit.
doesn't it?
I reckon we could do 318.
I reckon it depends how close to the bone you're going, doesn't it? How close to the skull are you
Well,
going with that?
just down to the skin, not to the bone. I wouldn't go that far. Like,
Yeah. Just
not an
scalp you
episode of
completely.
Saw. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah. Some bald people. Some people believe bald men are better in bed.
There you go. There
How
you
many
go. I was
hours do
waiting
you
for that one.
sleep, Bertie?
Tony's good in his bed, I bet.
That's what it says. No scientific proof, apparently, but it's a good rumor to spread. That's what it says. Bald eagles aren't actually bald. It's a bit of a shock to anyone. No, they're not actually bald. It's not really a bald fact, is it? And then the last one is bald guys save money on haircuts. Think of all the shampoo and barber costs they've dodged over the years financially. They're winning.
yeah, but Tony goes
No,
through
I don't
bits
agree
like
with
it's
that. I
going
don't
out
agree with
of
that.
fashion.
How can you not
Have you seen
agree
how
with it?
much? Have you seen how much Gillette shavers are over here? It's $20 for 3 blades. I go through loads of them, mate.
How
I need
many
more.
head shaves you get with one blade?
Well, to be fair, you probably get like about 3-4 weeks out of it.
Well,
So
there
it's
you
not
go
too
then.
bad when, yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay. But what if I want to buy in bulk at Costco?
Well, don't
It's
buy
going
in
to cost
bulk
me a
then.
fortune.
Do the cheaper option.
Hey, Gavin,
Hey, answer
shave
me-
your
answer
head,
me a
man.
question.
Come on, join the ball gang, man.
I don't think I'd suit it, to be honest. I don't think I don't think you'd suit it either, Chris, to be honest.
Fuck
Bald.
off. I'd look amazing bald.
I think he would. I don't think you would, Gav. I reckon Chris
Nah.
would.
I'd grow my beard bigger and I'd just get more dominant.
Yeah, with the beard, it might work.
And I'd be better in bed.
There you go.
Shave it off.
It's gone. It's already gone. As soon as you told me that before, I'm like, when can I shave my head?
Do you know what? I think we've got one more. I've got time for one more little thing. It's a game. This is a game. You'll like this. This is names. Some of them are real, some of them aren't. They're sort of hard to believe names. So I'm going to read some out now, and you have to guess if these are real names or fake names. We're going to go with the first one here. Batman bin Superman. Is that a real name?
Fake.
No.
Fake. Not
Fake.
real. Not real. Batman bin Superman. It's actually real, apparently. There's a real person's name in Singapore. His parents were clearly DC fans. Yeah. Batman bin Superman. Yeah. Second one is Crystal Metheny.
No, that's false. Come on, mate.
Oh, come on.
I believe that.
Crystal
No.
Metheny.
So like to call your kid after a drug, you know what I mean? Like you've
It's not
clearly
really a
done
drug,
something.
though, is it? When it's Metheny. It's Metheny. So if it was like, oh, my name's John Metheny, you wouldn't think crystal meth, would you? Because it's John Metheny. But
I've got one
Crystal's the
for you
name.
at the end. Someone I've actually like met and spoke to.
All right, we'll save that one then. All right, Crystal Metheny is a real woman from Florida. Of course, it's Florida. Of course, it would be. Imagine growing up with that name. Number 3, Bud Light.
No. Come on.
Fake. Is Bud Light real, Tony? No.
No, I don't think so. You're pulling me like that, as always.
A man in the US actually has this name. He must be a hit at parties. That's what it says there. Dick Sweat.
Whoa, okay.
I'm gonna say that one's real.
Dick Sweat.
Yeah, I am.
Sweat is spelled SWETT. Dick Sweat.
I reckon
Definitely
that's real.
A former
Richard Sweat.
a former US congressman. No joke. So you can look that up. Dick Sweat.
I'm not
And
gonna look up Dick Sweat.
His name, it wasn't Richard. He went by Dick. He preferred Dick.
Well, his sexual preference shouldn't come into his name, does it?
Next one, Chew My Wang.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna say yeah on that one because
I
I've seen
actually-
some.
No.
Well, Tony, do you remember when I got you with that one?
Well, he's got me with loads, mate.
That
He has got
wasn't
me
a
with-
so okay. So this is going to go off on a tangent, but we'll save it, Tony. So don't go off on one. But
Okay.
it's very difficult to find a good Chinese restaurant here. And I told him a few, and then just as a joke, I was like, "There's a really nice one called Chew My Wangs," and he goes, "I can't find it on Google." He's looking it up.
But I've seen a lot of bite marks.
Yeah. Moon Unit Zapper.
What?
Moon Unit Zapper.
Real.
Real. Moon Unit. We going with that one? No. Moon
I don't
Unit
know.
Zapper.
I wouldn't be. It wouldn't surprise me given some of these others, but it just
Okay.
seems out there, doesn't it?
Hey, Gavin, is your such name as Sweaty Balls?
Right. So that one, Moon Unit Zapper, was Frank Zappa named his daughter that, apparently. Yeah. Next one. How do you pronounce this one? Porn sack succumvit.
What?
Porn sack succumvit.
Gonna be real, isn't it?
Gotta
What do
be.
you think, Chris?
Gotta be real.
Yeah.
A Thai TV host with a name that sounds
Yeah.
questionable in English. So yeah, that's a real
Yeah,
one. Next one, Tokyo sex whale.
100%.
That's a South African businessman and politician.
Oh my God.
Pronounced Sawale Lee, but still. So it'd be Tokyo Sawale, but it's spelled sex whale.
I'm sorry if he goes around saying he's the correct pronunciation rather than what it actually sounds like, he's missed an opportunity.
I know, I agree.
I'm Tokyo Sex Whale, baby.
That's a great name, isn't it? Tokyo
Yeah.
sex whale. It is. That should be on the Bertie's mug.
Hey, he's bald and dominant.
I was just gonna say that.
From Tokyo.
Gym shorts.
Oh no, no,
No, you're not
No.
having that one. Gym shorts.
no.
That's fake. That's,
Yeah, see, yeah.
That one is fake.
If you'd have said Jim Short, I'd have gone, yeah. But Shorts, I've never heard of a name with an, like, collective sort of term on.
Okay, next one. Mr. Love.
Yeah.
Mr. Love. A real person who probably got asked a lot of weird questions. Yeah, it's a real one. Next one, Teabag.
Yeah, I like the sound of that one.
So you think that one's real? Yeah,
I
Teabag.
reckon, yeah.
Teabag Tony.
No, it's false.
Tony's correct. It's false. It's not a real name. It's made up. Okay, next
Bertie
one.
wants it to be true.
Next one,
I
Harry
know, I
Balls.
like T-Bags because you can get teeth from it.
Harry Ball.
Harry Balls, yeah. Well, I guess if you were Canadian or American, you go Harry Balls. So it kind of sounds more. Is that
I'd say
No.
that, yeah. Yeah.
Harry
I'm going
Balls.
with no.
That's not out there.
A former mayor of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yeah. Okay, final one. This is the last one now. John Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you spelling shit?
S-H-I-T.
S.
S-H-I-T. John Shit.
Ooh. I'd say
If
yeah.
you were spell, yeah, I'm gonna go with yeah.
It's fake. I made it up. John Shit.
Here's the one then here's the one, right, that
Yeah,
I
go
come
on.
across. Horst Fister.
No way.
Shit you not. He was a
Really?
dude from like Austria or something. He was a customer of mine years ago. Only spoke to him once. Horst Fister. It was spelled weird, like it was like Horst, and then Fister was like it was like PH something or other, you know what I mean? Like it was a weird spelling, like, but that's how you read it in English, Horst Fister. And he phones up one day and like told me his name, and I was like, fuck off.
Hey, Chris, is
This
This
your
is the
real name
wind up
called
going.
Bloody Wanker?
Huh?
What's that, Bertie?
Your real name called Bloody Wanker?
Bloody wanker.
Right. And on that note, we're going to wrap it up now. I want to say thank you very much to Chris, Tony, and Bertie for joining me. It's been a good laugh. Like, I've also recorded this with I was telling Chris about this, and Bertie helped me set it up last night. It's with an AI sort of help aid. So once I save it down, this means nothing to our listeners or you guys really. But once it saves down, it will divide it up into segments that I can then use to promote the episode. So
Can it make us more fucking
Please.
interesting?
it might do, mate. Yeah, it might do. It might make you and me look bald. You never know. We'll have to see how it turns out.
Filter
Pack of
them.
eggs. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. This has been great. I'm going to edit this and get it uploaded. And yeah, Any final words from anyone?
No,
Check
thanks
out
for having
Trailer
me.
Park
Nice.
Boys Standing on the Shoulders of Kitties, man. Gavin's in it. Check it out.
Yeah, latest Trailer Park Boys movie. Go and see it. I say go and see it. It's on streaming now. Watch it. Look out for my lower body half, midsection. Because that's all you
Send
see.
us your autograph.
Yeah, I will do, mate. I'm working
You know what
on
you
it,
should
getting
do
some
though?
in by
It shouldn't
time.
be a headshot autograph. It should just be your torso.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to print. I'm just going to print them off and sign a bunch. Why not?
That'd be hilarious. Imagine having that up on your wall in your office and someone goes, "So there's a backstory here. Do you want to
I actually should do
enlighten
that.
me?"
I should, just for a joke, I should print some off and sign them, see if anyone wants them.
I would.
Right.
I'd take one just for the laugh.
All right, guys. Have a nice night and have a great week, and we'll talk again soon.
See you, gang.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.